Candypair here, welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to be crossing this entire rimworld with nothing. So we gotta get from a sandbar at the bottom to a propane length up here, which is like a sea ice but slightly easier. We start off at the really warm sandbar. So anyways, the only way we can get food is hunting, because growing takes a lot of time and there's no berries to harvest. So we make a bow, but because of our crafting skill, it's considered awful. So we make a second bow, which that too is also awful quality. So anyways, we just hunt with the awful bow for now, where we try to hunt a Gila monster unsuccessfully. Yeah, don't ask how he's missing like all those shots with 12 shooting points. Anyways, eventually I do track it down, at which point I aim at it and finally get it with the short bow. So that's going to be our first meal. First we have to butcher it, then we have to build a campfire to cook it, otherwise we're going to be consuming raw meat, which is not known for its safety. But we do get it. Then we just eat it and sleep. Then we decide to set up a rice zone so we can grow some rice, because rice is a plant, meaning we can stock up on it and be able to carry a bunch of it without it rotting. But this rattlesnake decides to be our friend, even though we tried to hunt it earlier. So we, of course, we definitely did not eat the rattlesnake at all. We would never do that. I then made another bow, which that too is awful. Wait, no, it was actually normal. I'm just bad at seeing. Then we plant some rice because it grows the fastest. That being said, in the rocky soil, it's going to take forever to grow. Then we shoot some camels, because camels have a lot of meat. It takes a while to chase them down, but we chase one down eventually. And with our short bow, we're actually hitting shots this time. So that was a successful hunt. Which camel hide is really good at heat insulation, so we're probably going to want to get that so we can make some stuff that won't burn us alive. But for now, we'll be fine. The sandbar isn't too hot that it's going to melt us. But we do make an enclosure just in case. We also chop down some cactuses that are on the sand portion, because more wood is not bad, because it means more bows, which means higher amount of attempts we get to make a good one. And so far we've had like 2 ones that aren't bad. Then a hunter arrives, which that means we can trade some stuff. Though apparently it's an entire hunter trader, not just like a single dude. So we trade him some lizard skin. We keep the camel hide so we can make camel hide tribal wear, which will do a good job at insulating us from the heat, which means we have to get more camel hide. And conveniently there's a camel right here, hence you see me hunting it now. Then we butcher the camel. Then they give us a gift of flop hat, which just looks weird, so I don't like it. I ditch it after like I think about 3 clips. Yeah, it was also pretty bored here. There was nothing to do while we wait for the rice to grow in like the worst soil imaginable. Then I finally ditched the buffoon hat, and then there's a snake here, which I hunt that too. Because more meat equal more meals, which means more food, which means less malnutrition. I then decide that the resources on my own island aren't enough, and we need to go and harvest resources from other planets, or other islands, same thing. Don't doubt me. And so we harvested some cactuses, and then we carried them back in the middle of the night, because I'm just the average man carrying some cactus back to my house in the middle of the night on a sandbar. That's the life we all live. then I decided to hunt a desert tortoise, which is in the sandbar, but I'm not complaining, it's free meat. I mean, at a cost of like missing every single shot you take. But I hit a few, so it will eventually die. And after we hunt that, we cook that into some more meals, because meals are great. Then we find this dude who fell out of the sky, which, on another unrelated note, we got a brand new green parka. I don't know how that could have happened, but we got a green parka now. That's amazing. We then make a table, because he's getting the -3 mood for not having a table. So we give him a table and a chair, at which point the rice is finally ready, so we harvest the rice. Then a wanderer joins, which a wanderer, anyways, he realizes, hey, we have people now, we can make faction. So more importantly, this wanderer has a machine pistol. So of course he has the bow now, and I magically have a machine pistol now. And it's time to finally set off after we're done with this pit stop. Just to get some basic food to start off our earliest portion. So once we're finally off, we give him some stuff and leave him to go back to the thing. After we recapacitated him, or after we accepted the wanderer, we just left him at the old house. So then you can enjoy this epic sped up me traveling here. You can just watch the world turn really fast. Or don't if it gives you nausea. Then we traded some stuff. We traded all the hides and stuff off that we don't need anymore. And then we tried to travel across the hardest stretch for this section is going to be the desert. Because it's going to be the hottest place. So there are a few oases like this one here, which is where we're going to settle for our next episode. Because, we need more food. We're almost out of food. We have the smallest bit left. There's an entire world out here. There's camels, crocodiles, probably some other deadly things that can actually survive here along with the... Wait, it's only 49 degrees. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Next video, if you subscribe, you'll see it. I'm going to watch probably a quarter or a fifth of the map. It's going to be really hard. It's cold and harder to traverse. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Subscribe for more.